So this is me just getting it's an outdated version of Minecraft with the texture pack, so be warned, but this is going to be me showing footage of shader packs instead of the Minecraft RTX. And wow, I even get motion blur in this texture pack. I mean, this shader pack. But see here, I can feel the responsiveness. The motion blur actually helps, in my opinion. I'm getting 190, 100 FPS with a lot more chunks being rendered, if I remember correctly. 26 chunks. It feels fantastic. The textures are probably swaying my opinion, so I might load to default textures here in a little bit. But it feels so much better to play. And I'm running it at a better frame rate, and it's faking a lot of those ray traced effects. The water looks fantastic, and that's not the texture pack. The water is rendered by the shader, the post-processed shaders, and it looks phenomenal. I can see so much further into the distance with higher performance. It feels so much better to play. Water underwater is murky. It looks realistic. There's light banding. You can tell the artifacts. I see my shadow in first person, which you can't do in RTX for some reason, which is actually a weird point that I probably have to point out. It just feels almost so much better to play. Let me go to default textures. So here it is with normal textures, as it remembers what it's doing. I have a feeling I'll get even higher performance because they're lower resolution textures. It still feels good. The motion blur makes it feel nice and smooth. I'm getting 120 or close to 120 frames per second at native 1080p, not that stupid DLSS upscale 1080p. It feels good. It feels amazing. In fact, it almost makes me want to play it on my server right now, and it sucks because I have an Arc server up right now, and I don't know. I wish I was able to load the same world. I don't know how to convert Java worlds to Minecraft Windows 10 worlds yet. I don't even think RTX would even work with custom worlds unless you added your own texture effects, because that's what they tell you have to do. But I would love to do a side-by-side comparison, but I can't right now. I guess here's a perfect time to show you the screen space reflections, because you saw the reflections on that boat. How when I looked down, it still showed the reflection. Here is screen space reflections, where you see that mountain out there and you see the reflection of the mountain on the water. When I look down, you see it slowly fade away. And that's because it loses the data. You're not rendering the mountain up there, so it's losing the data to reflect that properly, because it's only reflecting on what you can see on the screen. It's a nice, cheaper way to do it, but when you have like your hand in the way of things and stuff, it shows. You saw like, I'll probably have to play it in slow motion, but when I threw my pickaxe there, you saw its own ghosted band artifact of it not rendering the reflection because it was in the way of the mountain. But I don't know, it's enough rambling there. I'm just awed by the beauty of shaders still, and how much more performance friendly it is compared to RTX, especially since you would need like an insanely expensive graphics card for it to run in the first place. But I don't know. This recording's done. I don't know if I'm going to post this on Xtra 76 as extra footage or not. I'm going to not. Hey, what's this little guy? Oh. But yeah, there we go. I'm done.